it right there. We've got you surrounded.
Keep calm. Their weapons are not raised. I do not think they wish to fight us.
I'm surprised you got this far. The jungle doesn't usually let its prey go that easily. What are you doing here? We claimed this moon decades ago, when we reforged ourselves after Exar Kun's defeat. Some of us call it home. Why are you trespassing here? We expected as much. Few visit Duxon by choice. We have orders to escort you to our camp. Our leader wants to speak to you.
So you're the intruder. Our sensors picked up your handiwork in space. I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians. Scattered perhaps, but we're still alive. Alive and rebuilding. This used to be the heart of the Mandalorian War effort. From this complex we commanded an armada that had the Republic on the run. It didn't last. So it's transportation you want. It so happens I have a small shuttle that's more than capable of running the Onderon military blockade. I make occasional trips to ISIS for information and supplies. If you want to go with me, you're going to have to prove your worth. Figure it out yourself. I'll let Kex know that you check out. We found more gear than we can use, so you can trade with him if you need some more supplies. Be careful in the jungle. Our patrols have stopped until the space traffic dies down. The challenging beasts have been cleared from the area, but what's left might still be too much for you. Right, stand back. Sith's blood! Fixing anything in this rot-infested place is an uphill battle. This jungle attacks anything made by man. Restoring the generators and computer systems is no easy task. I'll take whatever help I can get. Whatever wires and tech haven't been corroded by the jungle are at least 10 years old. I'm trying to get the relay dish operational, but several components are broken and need repair. Without the relay, we're vulnerable to attack, especially right now. Your space battle may have attracted unwanted attention, and our shuttle sensors can't cover the whole moon. Seems just about everything involved with a relay dish is broken. I've been trying to fix it for weeks and still no success. If you think you can help, there's the broken cables right over there, and the relay maintenance structures behind me. You can find the telemetry computer in there. The only thing I know for sure is we need a new phase pulse converter for the tracking computer. We actually already found one in an old weapons cache, but flaming Canox ate it. Just gut every Cannock you come across. You wouldn't believe the things you can find in those little beasts. Alright then, come back when you have the converter and we can see about getting these systems working again. Damn it. Jungle is taking over everything. This place is a mess. What do you want? Ah, just you. You're no man, but I'm Kex, the new quartermaster. Mandalore's ordered me to let you have access to our supplies. It's not free, though. You can pay... progress with the... You managed that? I thought that was a lost cause. Now if I can only get the phase pulse converter and the power working, the sensors will be operational again. Jungle's taking over everything. This place is a mess.
We've called off our patrols outside the camp. We usually find some entertainment, but without our patrols, some of the larger beasts may be around. Our sensors picked up 3 ships landing in this area after the space battle. If any of the Onderon military come searching for those ships, we don't want them finding our base. I don't know. It was some sort of freighter. It didn't land in any of the clearings along the path. Knowing some of the larger Duxan beasts, the crew's probably already dead. We heard reports of a Zakek wandering the paths around here. They're a good challenge for Mandalorians. If you see one, stay out of its way. It's a huge red lizard that's built like a Baragwin battle tank. It has a hide so thick it might as well be Durasteel plating. We keep clearing them out of the area, but they keep coming back. They're tough opponents for non-Mandalorians. You fight a Zakek? Strong words. It would be amusing to see you try to kill such a beast. Try the outlying jungle paths if you're determined to seek one out, and bring me back a trophy from your kill as proof of the deed.
Mandalorian sent me out here personally to track a ship that landed in the area. Just this corpse here. Looks like a scout. Pretty green, too. The bull walked right into a group of Canucks and got torn apart. He can't have been the only one crawling around here. If there's more, we need to take them out. See what there's some action. We can't let them find the camp, if that's what they're looking for. We need to track them down and make sure their trip here is real short. There's more of these scouts in the jungle. There's many paths, and I don't want them to slip by. If we split up, we should be able to find their scouts, if you're up for it. I'm going to take up a position to the east. You go west. I'll make sure none of them get past me.
Yes?
happened to Lan?
He got swarmed by those little beasts. I think they're called Canox.
I hope this mission is worth it to the Colonel. If not... Wait, did you hear that?
That's him! Get him!
Set the staging camp up here. This jungle just never ends.
Lieutenant, 2 of our scout patrols haven't reported back.
Do more? Nothing is worth this.
More beasts!
Everyone, attack!
I found more of their scouts, but they started shooting as soon as they saw me. I heard blaster rifle fire coming from deeper in the jungle. You find anything? Surprised they wouldn't talk to you. I thought their grudge was only with Mandalorians. Find out anything useful from them? Colonel, huh? Could be Colonel Tobin. Tobin is General Vaklu's personal cat hound. If he's on your trail, you might want to steer clear of Onderon. I'm not surprised. He was probably acting on orders from Vaklu. If so, you've made some dangerous enemies. General Vaklu is the cousin of Queen Talia. He's also in charge of the Onderon military. He led the Onderon resistance when we occupied their world during the Mandalorian Wars. He was a worthy foe. Maybe more than a match for you. Mandalore needs to know about the scouts. I'll let him know your role in dealing with them. They're Onderon military, although they were trying to be secret about it. I've got a feeling you're going to need all the help you can get. One last thing about the battle circle. Your actions have proven you worthy of facing our best in the circle. Perhaps we can face each other there. See you at camp.
head out into the jungle.
A Mandalorian warrior. My brothers believe me dead. Without aid, they shall soon be right. A patrol was sent to look for weapon caches in this region. They found Zarga, my commander, told me to prove myself by taking explosives to those sites and uncovering the caches, if they exist. This was the first site. After easily dispatching some Maras, I removed my pack and began to plant my charges along this ridge. When I finished setting the charges, I looked down to see Canucks swarming all over my pack. The pests were eating everything. I killed the Canucks, but then a herd of Bomas arrived. I had no more ammo. The extra energy cells I had brought had been in my pack, so I've been up here, weaponless for 2 days. Blaster rifles don't use much energy, and their energy cells last a long time. How often have you had to change ammo? I do not need you to echo my failures to... You must have cleared a path to the beast coming here. If you take care of the Boma beasts, I can make... Your actions are worthy of a Mandalorian. Return here when you... I'm grateful for your help, stranger. I'm returning to the Mandalorian camp now. I won't forget this. I have only one request. Please, don't mention this incident to anyone.
Even though Mandalorians were your sworn enemy, you would still save one in need? You are a perplexing man, Exile. I will have to think on what you said. I shall honor
You are no match for us.
Do you see that bowler over there? The force flows through even these simple creatures. If you empty your mind, you may be able to feel its thoughts. They aren't fully formed, basic instincts, urges, dominated by every breath and every moment, primal and unsophisticated. Good. Beasts can be easier to affect than other sentients. But you must bridge the gap between what distinguishes us and them. You feel its consciousness, yes, like a low rumble before the storm. Use the Force to create a barrier around it. Make it with care and subtlety. You came close, and you have potential. With practice, you can make any animal passive and pliable. But the cage around their perceptions is a fragile thing. Many things can break its hold, violence especially. With the Force, anything is possible. But that is the end of the lesson for now.
Yes, General? Let me see what you have. That's everything. Now all you need...
Yes? I do not think you are ready.
Something up? The repairs are coming along. I hope to have the Evan Hawk ready by the time.
About time you shut up. Mandalore ordered me to report here and escort you wherever you need to go on Duxon. Follow me then. If you head outside the camp, I'm impressed. Too bad you're a Jedi. You'd make a formidable Mandalorian. I'm Zarga. I insist you found Kumas, and alive, no less. He was evasive when I asked. We'll see if Kumas will prove warrior enough to be worth all this trouble. Mandalore will gather the Jedi clan. We will triumph.
So, the Jedi comes to grace us. The battle circle is reserved only for real warriors. Your Jedi ways won't help you here. The battle circle is only a small part of our training regiment. A full Mandalorian warrior is a master of many fighting techniques. And here, all of them are tested. If you were to compete, you would have to do so on our terms. That is the way of the battle circle. Those with great honor decide the terms of engagement. Jedi rely too much on their vaunted powers. They lose touch of the power of their arms and feet. Without your force, would you be a match for even the lowliest of Mandalorian warriors? If you want to try and fight us on our terms, that can be arranged. You are new here, so you will fight Davro. No weapons. No, put your weapon away, Jedi. So put away your weapon and step into the... The match between Jedi and Davril is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. Davril is just a recruit. I'm not surprised you won this fight. A challenger has expressed interest in fighting you. As little honor
powers you have gained, it is sufficient to accept his request. Let me know if you would fight again.
I thought I would see you again. No more scouts in the jungle, right?
If you yearn for more fighting, the battle circle can slake that thirst. I'm here for that. It is not a true test of a warrior, but it echoes the thrill of real battle.
The sergeant chooses who fights who, but I would eagerly fight you in the battle circle. So what are you here for? No, I can't. We're taught not to. Mandalorians want to be tested to the limits of our abilities and beyond. We admire anyone who beats us on the battlefield. Instead of hate, we study, practice, and train until the next time, so we won't be beaten. But some young Mandalorians find this a hard lesson. Any veteran of the Mandalorian Wars respects Jedi like you. Your actions on Duxton validate this. But we aren't a simple people.
I have lost. But this was no true contest. Jedi are skilled warriors, and I am young. I will train very hard to match you in combat next time. But there are others already here who are more than your equal. Raylor is one of the mightiest among us. He could teach you humility.
Here to watch a fight or to participate? After defeating Davil, you have gained some small honor. There is a challenger for you. He is Kex, the quartermaster. Since he is the challenger, you get to choose the terms. I will send a runner to Kex. Prepare yourself for your fight, Jedi. The match between Kex and Jedi is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. If you want to fight again, let me know. For Mandalore! This is our battle circle, even if the sergeant lets you fight with us. So the Jedi Order isn't completely dead. You always had hidden strengths. Very hard for even the wisest Mandalore to judge and predict. I have studied much of the Jedi since our defeat. I would be honored to cross blades with you in the battle circle. This is not a battlefield, Jedi. If it were, I trust you wouldn't have the same opinion. I prepare and train, readying my mind and weaponry for a real challenge. Peace is not our natural element. Mandalorians handle it differently. I focus on educating myself in the martial techniques I will need to succeed in the next war.
Here to watch a fight or to participate? You choose to fight again. Now face a Regis fist and foot like you fought with Davil. Nothing else. Tigran chooses to fight hand to hand. Remember, no weapons allowed, and absolutely no use of your force. match between Jedi and Tagrin is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. You have fought well today.
The Jedi has proven to be worthy of the battle circle, Sergeant. Through deeds in battle and blood on field, he may challenge the champion of today and days past.
This is a great honor, Jedi. Kelborn is one of our former champions. He has declared you worthy enough to fight the best among us. If you choose to fight again, you will face him. Then Braylor, if you somehow beat Kelborn.
Any progress with the... Let me see. Those pieces are in fine shape. There's still one piece missing there. Bring that to me, and I'll try and fix the telemetry computer. Any progress with the... You managed that? Now if I can only get the phase pulse covered.
Kelborn said you dispatched some covert military scouts in the jungle with him. He spoke highly of your work. The gate guard said you managed to kill a Zakeg. Those are tough beasts, Jedi. You've earned some respect around here. Zarga told me that you returned one of our sheep to the herd. You have gained some small prestige by helping Kumas. Kelborn told me that they were covert military and probably aligned with Colonel Tobin from ISIS. Kelborn doesn't think they'll send out any more scouts, but that doesn't mean there aren't more of them out there. Colonel Tobin is General Vaklu's right-hand man. Despite his martial skill, he handles himself as a functionary more than a warrior. Back when we were fighting Vaklu's resistance during the Mandalorian Wars, Vaklu wouldn't have any use for a poisonous Kinrath like Tobin. But Vaklu seems to have adapted well to peacetime. Not yet, Jedi. There is one thing. Before your ship landed, we were prepared. The charges need to be detonated before anybody comes across them, so all you have... You asked if there was any... I'll let Kex know that you check out. Be careful in the jungle.
Arrived, Jedi. I seek to reclaim the honor that you stole from me. I challenge you here, outside of the battle circle. This time, we fight to the death. I was too young to fight in the Mandalorian Wars. With our plans scattered, there was no opportunity to prove myself. Years ago, young Mandalorians would fly point in a basilisk, laying waste to anything before them, at the forefront of battle. But this has been denied me. What little honor I have earned, you stripped from me in the battle circle. This I won't allow. You would deny my request? Now you face a true... If you head out into the jungle, even the bravest...
The jungle is a living thing.
Head out into the jungle. Let's go. What do you want? I know, it made quite a racket. Good work. That's to be expected. You've made quite a reputation around here. You did better than I thought you could. I was planning on heading to Isis tomorrow, but I'll move up the timetable and take you now. You won't be able to get to the Ebon Hawk from the city. If you need to grab anything from your ship, I'd do it now.
here to gloat over you, so why are you back?
ready to go to ISIS yet? I'm going to talk with Zuka and have him start a shuttle flight check. After that, we'll head out. How are the port stabilizers?
They check out Mandalore, all systems are green.
Good. I want the shuttle bound for Onderon within the hour. What do you want?
Is all in readiness?
It is, like I promised. Why? You want to back out now?
My only concerns are for the one you escort to Onderon, Mandalorian. Would you do any less for one of your clan?
Don't pretend to understand us. We Mandalorians are a breed apart.
If by apart you mean scattered, broken, and lost, then yes, you are correct.
Not for long. Soon the Mandalorians will be strong again, united as one clan under one banner. Mine.
Ah, yes. The Great Crusade. After the first one was ended by Revan and the Jedi. Such defeat was merciful, an echo of the end, when your ships were in flames, crushed in the grip of Malachor V. But I do not need to remind you of such things.
I was at Malachor V, and I remember how many Jedi died to stop us there. And no matter how many dead orbit that planet, the Mandalorians still live. Clan Ordo still lives. See Kex there? He was serving on Nar Shaddai's muscle for the Hutts. Kelborn was a scout for the Duros on Frontier Worlds. I brought them here, gave them a purpose. This galaxy will be ours again, I promise you. That is the future.
Indeed. The future is always in motion. It is a difficult thing to see. Perhaps there will be no New Age Mandalore, no great Mandalorian crusade. Perhaps your people fought their last battle at Malachor V, and you have been dying ever since, a quiet death that will last centuries. And perhaps all that remains will be what I see before me. A man wounded by a Jedi, encased in a Mandalorian shell, hunted by the thought of being the last of the Mandalorians.
You've got some guts talking to me like that. You think your age or your Jedi whelp are going to keep you safe from me?
No, Mandalore, you are wrong. I hope that it is you who will keep the one I travel with safe. You are loyal, and you have served many masters, even when they abandoned you. Do you wonder where he wanders now, Mandalore? Why he gave you your orders, then abandoned you at the edge of the galaxy?
How do you know that?
I know many things, and I can answer the question that burns within your shell, Mandalore. But there is a price. You must keep the one I travel with safe. He is important to me, more important than anything. Show the same loyalty you have shown in the past, Mandalore. If there is a Mandalorian crusade, let it be for something that will carry your people's memory into the future. So when the time comes when there are no more Mandalorians, then at least their honor will remain. The one I travel with has walked your same path, and I ask that when the end comes, that you remember that kinship, even if it seems there is nothing else left.
Forget the Jedi. Keep your eyes on her.
1, 2, 3. Mandalorians, we've got company. Stealth targets have breached our perimeter.
Wait a moment. I sense there is a disturbance in the camp. Our enemy has tracked us here. I did not expect them so soon. How did they get here, I wonder? Regardless, we must eliminate them all. None of them can escape. Our whereabouts must remain a secret. Let us join the battle. Our allies will need our help.
Trouble follows you on a... I think it's best for both of us if we head to ISIS immediately.
Vaklu's saying that the Republic ship attacked first? That's madness!
Unfortunately, lie or not, it's a madness people will believe.
The timing of this is atrocious. A space battle above our skies, so many of our fighters lost?
Curiously, only Tobin's men were involved in that battle.
That shooter!
Strong word, Your Majesty. But there is no good time for news like this. I recommend we continue with our plan.
But won't that bring even more followers to Vaklu's side? Increasing his power?
For a time, perhaps. But we both know he's not the true threat. It's his unseen support from the shadows that we must drag out into the light. Then, and only then, can we strike.
I fear by then it will be too late.
Here we are, the city of ISIS. It's been shut down tight for months now. General Vaklu is close to declaring martial law. We won't be able to travel too far in the city. Fortunately, I have a friend in this quarter of the city. He's a doctor by the name of Dagon Gent. His office is on the other side of the market square. It might be best if you do the talking around here. The Onderonians have a mixed view of Mandalorians after we conquered their world.
It's been a while since you've docked here, eh? I suppose the lockdown has hurt your profits as well. Oh, it must be hard to shuttle people when nobody's allowed to leave. The blockade has been bad for everyone. Your manifest says it's been 2 months since you last came here. It's become much worse since your last trip. Military checkpoints are everywhere. Nothing new. Our space forces have been in full readiness ever since the space battle in orbit. Tensions are running high. All Republic vessels must be searched. And the delays are turning pilots grey before their time. And ever since the Republic fired on our space forces, things have been even slower. Bad days. Bad days. And things are getting worse. I'd get out of the system quickly, if I were your friend. Well, doesn't look like you have any trade goods, so the inspection's just a formality. Here's your starport visa. Don't lose it. They're priceless right now. There's strict food and water rationing, and General Vaklu's troops have been very thorough in finding Republic dissidents. Bombing's very common. If you want to leave the planet, you need a starport visa. They're very hard to get. Many people want to get out of here before things get worse. Certainly. Mind what I said about the starport visa. I know one captain already who can't get back into the starport.
Fair winds to you, Offworlder. These beasts you see here are for delivery to Telos, but the Republic vessels that transport them have to wait for thorough and needlessly long searches. So the city is stacked with caged beasts waiting for their ships. We have stopped gathering beasts now, but they still fill the city. For Drexel and Ryder, the Ithorians brought wealth and prosperity. Our settlements prospered. But now, they have been kept in their cages for a long time. But yet at times, I feel as if something else is affecting them. Frightening them. Perhaps it is the city itself. ISIS has fallen upon dark times, and tensions run high in the streets. These beasts you see here are for delivery to Telos, but the Republic vessels that transport them have to wait for thorough and needlessly long searches. So the city is stacked with caged beasts waiting for their ships. We have stopped gathering beasts now, but they still fill the city. For Drexel and Ryder, the Ithorians brought wealth and prosperity. Our settlements prospered, but now...
What? Run! The bomber is out of control!
don't know what to say. I heard stories, but I assumed that they were fledgling riders. Or simply tales that grow in the telling. Not since my first Drexel have I lost control of a beast. I apologize profusely. Here, I give you these credits for the danger I put you in. The beasts grow more agitated by the day. The stories say that the smoldering fires of city politics cast a smoke they can smell and breathe. They revert to their primal instincts, as you've just seen. When they get that way, not even a skilled beast rider can control them. As soon as I leave here, I will talk with my family. There is much to be discussed.
Halt, Offworlder. You'll have to... What is your business?
I don't think your business is any concern of mine.
Although using your power in such a way is tempting, I would caution against it. Small surrenders lead to greater ones.
While you're at it, tell him to forget he ever saw us. Could be useful.
Not only is your business not my concern, I can't seem to remember why I'm holding you up. You're free to go. Don't lose your starport visa, otherwise you won't be leaving for a long while.
Let's hurry this up. I want him escorted out of here quickly.
This is outrageous. I'm not a spy. I'm a journalist for ISIS Com.
You're a Republic spy, and your propaganda will be silenced. We are taking you back to our barracks for interrogation.
But, well, you can't be serious. You accuse me of propaganda? I have proof that Vaklu is withholding information on the so-called Republic.
One more word of treason out of you. What are you looking at?
Please, sir, help me.
This spy has been using his position as a journalist to spread lies and dissent among our people. No doubt he's been up to other treasonous activity as well.
But that's just crazy. I was a member of the Resistance. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars.
Yes, and your disloyalty now deeply sickens me. A warrant? General Vaklu passed an edict giving the military broad authority to detain and question anyone suspected of treasonous activity. It was specifically meant for us to pick up spies like this before they could leave ISIS or go underground. That is classified military. I have the wrong man. Yes, you heard me right. We have the wrong guy, so let him go. But watch it, both of you. If I hear even a hint you're up to something, I'm coming back.
I don't know how to thank you. I'm getting out of ISIS now. Eventually they'll come back for me. After that, I have a feeling no one will hear from me again. Thank you.
Please, Captain, help me. My children and I are desperate to get off of Onderon. My husband was killed by General Vaklu's troops. Our home was seized, and we were cast out. We have seen many wars on ISIS, and I know war is coming. I want to spare my children from bloodshed. I've told you our story. My husband, he was part of the ISIS Council. He was a strong supporter of the Queen and the Republic. His views weren't always popular. Over time, he became convinced that Vaklu was trying to kill Queen Talia. He tried to kill Vaklu. To protect the Queen, the conspiracy was discovered, and he was shot during the arrest. What he did was wrong, and our life has been so difficult since then. Please.
You have the look of someone used to adversity. A cut above the rabble around here. I have a business proposition for you. Everyone around here begs and pleads night and day for open starport visas. Very touching how well they act out their lies. Or truths. It doesn't matter, really. What does matter is credits. Hard currency. I offer you 2,000 credits if you find an open starport visa. You won't find a better deal. Ask someone who cares about that. ISIS has suffered for many years. The strongest of us are accustomed to it now. Does it matter? Truly matter? No. I have no sad story. I just know people who will pay a great deal for an open starport visa. The credits are your share of my profits. The visas are very rare. I have a feeling you may come across one.
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Offworlder. How can I assist you? Ithorians have been buying them to help rebuild Telos. I don't know why, but ever since they started, the Beast Riders have been crawling out of the woodworks to sell them animals. But the Republic blockade has meant long delays, and because of that, beast cages are filling up the streets of Isis. That's an air defense tower. The city's filled with them. Isis is an ancient city, and for many generations, our main enemy was the Beast Riders that lived outside the city. Towers like these were built to protect us against Drexel and their Beast Riders. A Drexel is a flying beast. Huge creatures with teeth the size of your arms. Lethal, and skin like ferrosteel plates. Somehow the Beast Riders figured out how to tame them years ago. That's a long story. Sure you have the time? Most people don't care for an old soldier spinning a tale or two. Someone else who likes history, huh? Alright. Isis was formed pretty much at the dawn of our civilization. It was born out of necessity. It protected us from the dangerous beasts that litter Onderon. This city is as old as our civilization. Most of our technology was invented to fortify these walls and protect us. For ages, our worst criminals were cast out of the city to an almost certain death. It wasn't completely certain, though. Some of the criminals figured out how to survive out there. They learned how to tame the native beasts. And it wasn't long before they turned their attention to Isis. About 50 years ago, Princess Gallia married one of the great leaders of the Beast Riders, Orin Kira. That was right at the start of the Beast Wars. By the end of it, Gallia was crowned queen, and finally there was peace between our people. It's hard to put aside centuries of conflict. There's an uneasiness between our people. The Beast Riders are upset that General Vaklu has forbidden Drexel in Isis. Citizens usually only see the fallen Beast Riders, who know better than thugs. Certainly, things are quite... These are troubled times. You've probably heard that General Vaklu and Queen Talia are having some disagreements. I've been warned from command to keep my opinions to myself on that. So I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Ask around, though. There are plenty of people who'd like nothing more than to talk about it. Stay out of trouble.
There must come a time when the Queen bows to the will of the people. The Republic has brought nothing but war and death. In our 50 years of flying their colors, we have had more war than the past millennia. Back General Vaklu in his effort to make her see reason. We do not need the Republic. They need our resources, our world, and our blood. For all that we have given, now we get nothing. The Republic is weak and falling apart. Its Jedi, whose fallen brethren have brought such misery to us, have disbanded. Let's be the first world to take our future into our hands. Are you with me? Leave here, off-worlder.
That's enough, Ponlar. If you keep this up, you're going to spend time in detention. You're coming awfully close to treason.
You can't silence me forever, soldier.
I'm quite busy right now. Perhaps later we could talk.
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalitba. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiyake yukito tune. Gavadumba munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma.
Mogachi norta hirembe wanachi. Kati mogo grabo, drum pabana karas mangra, kalalava dumba compaile mokata.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura, tayaita, ta bosananansata.
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora, yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalithba, shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Gavadumba munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Fereki mangra dunoko herete. Jun sombo marampi no suclela sobuto. Cristocho entissime soto.
Tarachomo sincho cavavolpa muligi gumanaminta barawamba michedos. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Ondalal no saka. Drum pabanakaras mangra. Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalithba. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Variki, mangra, doccia, scrini do pat. Slime non quairiti, criscorcia wintissime soto. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita, ta bosananansata.
Dawansha mori konsova. Mawani dinchori kitsodu sobarenwa. Dorcine sobawata.
Unta chiwita inka kikraya na chawanga kone.
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalithba. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiyake yukito tune.
Tinachara, Granacha, Ganopiso, Totomando Kani, Tarando Noshmi Wanahoto, Rakichi Sa, Donasinto Norokipa Shakani, Rakichi Sa, Donasinto norokipa shakani. Dakosha nicho todo. Ponta chakorzo wama. Gotash juna rananashani. Visitisa chola. Junkarataka. Chono bodrawe. Tanya bahasa chan.
A lot of credits to be made around here lately, if you have the right skills.
Malampro tarawan jika sasam cabar dar watasha kontia chama umbrata tiwas. Ta cometa que blaia justing miki gonko beaste. Kun grabila king no mulara pichi puta grasa kisha. Chone mulera ton kinge bano Saka Nikaraska Tanjanik de Mawimbo Kranda Mipilan Kavatumpa Munsuru Kupla Liyawa Bo Bagaragawanda Yaitua Ulwan Jiuma Kawana bota yung tatanga kinamatura Tayaita tapos nanansata Dahuba o sakurada go jujuto yoki Hiata yamba wajiyaki yukito tune Ta cometa que blaia justing miki gonko beaste kun grabila king no mulara kichi puta grasa kisha
served in the Mandalorian Wars with you. You're a Jedi, right? I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war. We didn't win that battle. Enough of the past. The whole galaxy isn't safe for Jedi now, especially here. Onderon has suffered through 3 wars started by fallen Jedi. Do you still serve the Republic? That's the first good news I've had in months. I was sent by the Republic Senate to investigate certain delicate matters that are happening on Onderon. It's worse than we feared. I have to get to Coruscant to deliver my report, but days before I was planning to leave, they started requiring starport visas. I really can't say. The most I will say is stay clear of General Vaklu. His ambition knows no bounds. I believe the people of Isis are absolutely correct. A civil war is brewing, and Vaklu may very well win if I can't get to Coruscant in time. Thank you for the tip. The journey to Coruscant would be more costly and attract more attention. But there are many freighters bound for Telos. My mission requires the most extreme caution and delicacy. I don't want to risk going through channels to get a visa. General Vaklu is not above arranging an accident for me. I'm taking a great risk talking to you, but I'm running out of options. Helping me is not without its risks. I know you have Jedi training. If that would compromise your mission...
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested in a friendly game of Pazak? The deck is warm, the drink is plentiful, and the company amiable. Can I tempt you?
There's got to be something you need. Something you want. I have connections, many connections in the city. I can provide high-quality, unique weapons that you won't be able to find elsewhere. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal, something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. All I ask is get me one open starport visa. Don't worry what I'll do with a visa. Maybe I'll just take a vacation. Maybe I just want to visit my mother on Nar Shaddaa. Decent citizens like you really don't want to know what I'm going to do with it. You have an honest face. I will answer your question. I need to transport permacrete explosives for the exchange. They're going to use it to take care of some competition and some local authorities. Permanently.
This room is reserved off. I suggest you leave the room, Off-World.
Niso pamaranga dori savota. Go. Dorcha niso bawata. Kavadumpe masura ku popayi botenya tachimurota kamsa. Javas kobo sabjo. Richiso karanokso. Mochito sasa grindeyo. Kavadumpe masura ku popayi botenya tachimurota kamsa. Javas kobo sabjo. Richiso karanokso. Mochito sasa grindeyo. Kavadumpe masura ku popayi botenya tachimurota kamsa. Javas kobo sabjo. Richiso karanokso. Mochito sasa grindeyo. Sunaranga machochane notalutu. Pado krem so chiche no chiwendido. Drongite yaba. Morata gomana. Kova chokchi. Moskali. Migi mokba moka. Kavadumpe masura ku popayi botenya tachimurota kamsa. Javas kobo sabjo. Richiso karanokso. Mochito tosasa grindeyo. The hopo botenya go yuto picture. When tabani sotru, Nortoka proto la shishi. Juatosa jibacha, Ratakmansa, Tokosha nachitolo. Kavatumpe masuraku, Popagi botenya, Tachimorosa gamsa. Javasco bosabjo, Rigiso carvenoxo. Mochi tosasa grindeyo. Botenya go yuto picture. When tapani sotru, Nortoka patola la shishi. Juatosa jibacha, Ratakmansa, Tokosha nachitolo. Kavadumpe masuraku, Popagi botenya, Tachimorosa gamsa. Javasco bosabjo, Rigiso carvenoxo. Mochi tosasa grindeyo.
Donos Emerakith, Wanarakora. Dawacho Simu Poindo Rakawa, Ichirendu. Bomababe want to susintu Mukarata in Wamakro. Bomababe want to susintu Mukarata. To Estreptonata Bear Mabar Jokto. To Renibo Inturata Sisi Meborokra. Mariam Gawata Sito Insula Rakarakachata Tamaso Kinchuda Wanga Mopigona Wala si Chokora Tawa Bomababe want to susintu Mukarata To Estreptona Tada Bear Mabarjo Bomababe want to susintu Mukarata To Estreptona Tada Bear Mabarjo Torenibo Inturata Sisi Meborokra. Taranamo Sibu and Asarans. Krema Sunkun Ratungala. Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha.
Now, what did you order? I'll just guess. Wait your turn. I have 3 customers.
Tu Nitamanta Yuma Lordawata no San Kawana Botai. Don't hit that.
This is Dagon Gent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city. Doesn't look like he's here right now, though.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna find him here. The soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dagon Gent is one of them. It's the turret tower on the other side of the market. Captain Riken is the man to talk to. If you talk to him, tell him I got his 20 credits.
I am 1B8D, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Sommogo dosi sheba dentes kun mostovi gite yamach, piktareshan, bram tabani soju. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin, wana magrable mogo. Yatuka Wanrika Chodin Wani Maurata Wakata Ji Umalisba. Kavadumpa Mo Wendido Chokeremi Norta Kunyun Wishchawaka Chuba Sura Dachi Morotuko Gansa.
General, we have found them again.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a preface to another of your failures? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to Isis?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but we still underestimated them. But the fools are here, in Isis. The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have him watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
Back again, Off-Worlder? I'm sure you have a starport visa. If I were you, I'd leave before too many more beast cages are stacked in the streets. We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder. Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the starport checkpoint. Good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dagon Gent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him. I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble. Stay out of trouble.
Yes?
Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosanan hansata. Jone mulera. Tonkinge bano jansaka nikaraska. Tanjanik de mawimbo granda mi pilan. Mungachino ta imbrei wanachik. Drumba bambwa. Kuntichan munka. Kabagumba kuswaka tayamukata. Kawana bota yuta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosanan hansata. Jone mulera. Tonkinge bano jansaka nikaraska. Tanjanik de mawimbo granda mi bilan. Kavadumba munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Kavadumba munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yay tua ulwanji uma. Takometak playa existinga nikigongo beaste. Kun grabi la king no mulara kichi puta grasa kisha. Dovrei kun mili vuosa slima puwanga sawana mucha. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yay tua ulwanji uma. Dahupa go sakurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Mulibrawa identiati.
Captain, you're back. Thank the Four Moons for your kindness, Off-Worlder. I only wish I had some way to thank you. But my children and I will never forget your kindness. Hurry, children. We get to go on a spaceship, thanks to the captain. We get to... That was a noble thing.
Welcome back. My deck is still... Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? Know him. He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion. She dead? Oh no, by the four moons, what a mix-up. They got it all wrong. Dagon and Sulio were good friends. It's just when they got a little too much Juma juice, they'd carry on. They'd call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious, really. But it was just friendly banter. That night, Sulio was in great form. Dagon and I were laughing about some of the choicer ones later. Yellow-toothed dung dweller. We bought her a couple of drinks afterwards. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit. Their way of passing time during these dark nights. Listen, if the soldiers think that's a motive, they just didn't do enough digging.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon. But the Onderon military won't let them off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe some of these people will know more about what happened that night.
I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Kazakh game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Sulio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Sulio was our friend. Just outside the door by the junkie.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something.
I'd much rather talk about.
Do you have a visa yet? I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no idea what was going on. Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory. That's all I'm...
This room is reserved. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bekel's turf. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed recently. Someone inside the cantina might know more.
Welcome back. My deck is... Foul business, that is. That would be Bohema's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one it was, he keeps losing them. I remember when I arrived, it was still smoldering. Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless, I'm afraid. When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers that were stripping SOD-3. No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead.
Now, what did I order? I'll just guess.
Yeah, what do you want?
Tu nitsa mancha. Da wancha morichi. Da hupa o sakurata go jujutu yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Unta chivita inka kikraya na chawanga kone. Da wancha morichi wa. Ichawa te krosi visio.
I am 1B8. Reinitializing complete. One B8D was built and programmed by Tolos the Trader. 1B8D was built to buy droid components for below base cost value and sell components based on most favorable market conditions. Do you have any interest in my goods? Greetings, Master. 1B8D cell. Certainly. Isis is the only city on the planet Onderon. Sorry, my memory. Certainly. 1B8D was built in 1B8D sells droid components and droids. Currently there are 0 droids.
Tonoranda manaka, tonoranda man. Loka kamaran in dosoran in Wamagro.
Welcome back. My foul business, that would be Behemoth's SOD-2. Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting... When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers that were stripping SOD-3. No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead. I'd much rather talk about...
Needs a the one Morichiwa. The Hupa, go Sakurata, go Jujuto Yoki, Hiata Yamba Wajiaki, Yukito Tune, Untachiwita Inka Kikaya Nachawanga Kone. Tawansha Morichiwa. Ichawa te crossi visio toda si. E krimba choku indindo. Kavadumpa munsuru. Untachivita inka kikraya. Ta come tak, playa justinga, niki gongo beaste. Kun grabi la king no mulara, kichi puta casa kisha. Ta come tak, playa justinga, niki gongo beaste. Kun grabi la king no mulara, kichi puta casa kisha. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji uma.
Pasa susho wi. Karantagaka chanama koronomo suto wi.
Good to see you again. What do you want to know? Dagon Gett didn't do it. Because he was with me at the time. It's quite simple. Right now, he's accused of murder. If he's convicted, the sentence is death. If he's accused of espionage, let's say assisting a Republic spy, then the penalty for that is death. I'm afraid the Onderonians are quite fond of their death penalty. So if I stood up for him, he'd be trading one death sentence for another. I was with Dagon in his office at the time of the murder. He definitely wasn't involved with her murder. We were taking great pains not to be seen, which has a certain irony to it, really. If you can free him, please do. He's been invaluable with his help to the Republic. I only wish there was something I could do to help him.
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together, we fought against the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars. I don't particularly like the idea that he's working for them now.